Hello, welcome to Aaron's 1025R Adventures. This is a channel that I mainly created to share with my dad and my grandkids during this coronavirus scare. I just recently picked up my 1025R tractor. Uh, Going through shopping on it, I've been looking at them for about 2 years. I went and looked at Kubota at one of the dealers that wasn't closest to me, but they had an open house. Did not have a good feeling with their dealership. They weren't very friendly, weren't very talkative. I was interested in looking at one of the big three tractors, John Deere, Kubota, or New Holland, mainly because of the widespread network. I watch outdoors with the Morgans. I think the RK tractors are really good, but there are no rule kings in my area, or at least none close to me. I ended up I ended up choosing the John Deere because of the Auto Connect system. My father is in his 80s. He still loves mowing his grass and doing other stuff. He has trouble doing maintenance, and I think I will probably be the same way. So with the Auto Connect system, and especially with the Load and Go, I can still maintain a lot of my equipment for a long time. I had started dealing with the closest John Deere dealer to me. They were incredible help. They were very friendly, answered all my questions. They were patient with all my different configurations I was pricing out. But we got stuck on financing. They insisted they had to have 20% down, and I was looking at the 0% for 84 months. Even though the John Deere website said you didn't have to have any money down. So I researched a little bit longer and sent some emails to the next two closest dealers. The second one, which was also the second one in distance, insisted they needed 10% down. And the third one, they said as long as my credit was good, they didn't need anything down, which worked out very good for me, especially since we've gone into this coronavirus scare. And you have to be a little more careful with your money. Of course, at the time I purchased the tractor, I didn't know this was going to happen. So, I explained to the third dealer that I'd been working with the first dealer. However, they wouldn't budge on the amount down. And I felt bad about switching dealers. However, I couldn't get anywhere with the first one anymore. So, they had said, as long as your finances are good, 0 down's great. Ended up changing slightly, and they apologized for that. Since I special ordered some items, they required 1,000 down. I thought that was perfectly reasonable. If you go in, you custom order kitchen cabinets or carpet or anything else, you have to put money down. So I did not have a problem with that. Looking at a $30,000+ investment, I didn't want to put 6,000 out of my savings down right away, especially considering, this was an election year and everything else that's going on with the trade embargoes and all the other BS. I just didn't feel comfortable emptying my savings account that much. So I found this other dealer. He's within 30 minutes. Guy was great. His name's Larry. He put up with a lot of my questions, did a lot of research. He was a really great guy to deal with. He was very apologetic when he said he needed 1,000 down. Like I said, I had no problem with that. And the company he works for has multiple locations, so they were able to get me my tractor in what I thought was a reasonable amount of time considering the configurations. I got the backhoe, I got the factory third function, I got a 4-in-1 bucket for that, and I got a snow pusher and a set of pallet forks. Ended up being cheaper from this guy also. So I had added the pallet forks, I added a mulch kit, and it all worked out the same price. Only thing I was disappointed in was John Deere was not offering the VersaTurf tires yet, so I just went with regular turf tires because majority of my stuff is going to be mowing grass, and pushing my snow in the winter. So I felt the turf tires were a good fit for me. I did convince them to toss in a set of, I believe they're called Tough Tracks, the rubber chains that are made out of recycled tires, I believe, so that when I'm getting into mud or something, I'll be able to put those on and have a little more traction. So this next slide up is a video walk around of my tractor in their parking lot. I got the 60-inch quick connect. I got the load and goes. On this snow pusher, I got the rubber edge. I got the back drag with the rubber edge, and I got the poly feet. The steel original edge and the steel sliding feet came with it. My asphalt driveway is a little broken up, so I felt the rubber edges would be more forgiving on my driveway. Next I have a couple shots. I think this was where I was attempting to take the loader off the first time. Next one was where I was playing with the backhoe. And Larry was the only one at the dealership at the time, so he kept getting pulled away. And I picked it up on a Saturday, so dealership closed at noon, so I didn't get to play with it a whole lot. But he was very helpful in coming out and explaining stuff. I loaded it on my truck and trailer. It's a 16-foot deck over dump trailer, load trail. Love it. The deck over was only like 1.5 inches higher and gives me a lot more room. It has the folding sides, makes it really easy to load and tie everything down. This was first time, of course, loading this, so I'll probably load it a little different next time. Here you can see on the front I used straps from Auto Hauler. They're heavy duty straps. I used them because I was going over the corners of the 4-in-1 bucket, and I had some edge protectors I also put on the straps. In the back I actually used chains. This is a shot of the front of my trailer, so I didn't have to pull all the way up. I got the pallet fork frame on there. I put the pallet forks in the back of the truck. On the other side is a snow pusher. I was trying to center it above my axles. Axles are a little farther back on a dump trailer. This is the other side where I got the snow pusher tied down. You can see here I've got a strap just over the snow pusher and then a strap that goes over top back to the tractor. I think this was before I ended up putting on the edge protectors. Here at the back I have the chains crisscrossed with the binders. Since then I've added Mud's Customs tie down points, so next time I haul it it'll be much easier to tie down in the front. There's a shot of the chains. Here it is, all loaded up on, I think that was before I actually put the tie downs on because I don't see any straps in this picture. A buddy of mine had taken that picture, this one, and the next one. He had me get up with my tractor. He showed up. It was really great for his support, guy I work with. Me and him had both been talking tractors for a long time. This next shot, I'm at the house, getting ready to unload it. I've taken all the straps off, and since I loaded it for the first time, I left the backhoe straight back, and once I got home, I was playing with the cocking the backhoe to the side. So you can see in this picture, I pulled the whole tractor back farther to see how comfortable it would be. Here you can see how much more room I have front compared to the earlier photo. I'll drop that in here also. Here's my snow pusher and my circle drive. There you can see the back drag option on it and the rubber bottom option. This photo was taken later, but I want you to see the pallet forks. I got the 42-inch pallet forks. The 36-inch John Deere pallet forks didn't have as high a rating, and I was a little concerned about that. The 42-inch ones had a much higher rating for the amount of weight they could carry. And my feeling is, if I ever upgrade this tractor, I want to go to the 2038. I chose this one because I have a lot of hills and I wanted to lower center of gravity. So when I order attachments, I'm looking at something that will not only work for this tractor, but the possibility of a slightly bigger tractor. And that's why I wanted to go with the heavier duty forks. Overall, I believe the weight package of these is still under 200 pounds, just barely. So you don't lose much capacity when lifting. Here's another picture of my 4-in-1 bucket, actually in action, that was taken at a later date. I'm still learning to use it. I love it. Grapple would definitely be easier for some of my projects, but given my limited space, this is a great alternative. Let's see. Here's a picture of my mower deck I'm holding up with my load and go brackets. And this last picture is a bunch of accessories I bought. Videos that I've made before this, but I'm posting this as video number 0 since it's actually delivery day. Show installing these things. What I did was, when I decided I was going to actually get my tractor and I was waiting for the 0% for 84 months to come up, I started buying some accessories. So I was spending $300 a month. Basically something like I thought my tractor payment would be, which ended up being $364 a month roughly. That way I could get some accessories purchased and then have them to install on my tractor and not have to worry about my tractor payment. Because basically I was already adjusting myself to making payments. I was just buying some accessories. And that's basically all I have for this video. Thank you. I hope you like it. Hope you learned a little bit about my process of buying it. If you have any questions, post them below and I'll try to answer them for you. Dealer prices seem to vary greatly across the country. I'm not overly upset. I think mine prices in the Midwest here are a little higher than other places, but that goes the same way with almost everything. Everybody have a nice day. Like this video if you so choose. Hopefully you'll subscribe. Don't have a set rate of putting out videos, just whenever I get around to them. Lately I've been putting out more because the tractor's new, we're off work, I'm not losing a lot of time